Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Chase Talks Politics. Today is Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. Before we get into this video, let me do some channel updates. Regarding the live that I was going to do Saturday, Joe Biden said that his decision will not be coming Saturday. It will be coming sometime next week. So I'll do another live probably in a couple days. But the live where I was going to do the VP decision, that's going to be postponed to sometime next week when he makes his decision. Right when he makes his decision, I'll be going live. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure when next week, but whatever day it is, I will be going live. And today's video, overnight, Joe Biden's lead slightly narrowed just a little bit. Nationwide, he still has a decent lead, but in some battleground states, it kind of tightened up. But right now, Joe Biden is still looking good, and it's not something that the Democrats should be worried about right now. So if we look at predicted, this is the predicted prediction as of right now. This is the predicted bettors this is what they've betted on. I have the same prediction, 334 for Joe Biden and 204 for Donald Trump. But they didn't change their mind because they saw the new polls. Their prediction is still the same. They still have Joe Biden winning by a pretty big margin. They have Nevada, going to Joe Biden, Colorado, New Mexico. A state that tightened up, though, was the state of Arizona. In Arizona, it's going to be a really close state, probably one of the closest. So it definitely could go potentially to Donald Trump. North Carolina could potentially to Florida. But as far as the bettors, they are not concerned that Joe Biden won't win the 2020 election right now. Let's pull up predicted, and let's look at who they're predicting now. So it's pretty much the same, except Joe Biden went down a little bit. He had a 23% lead as far as the bettors. Now he has a 21% lead. So yeah, he just went down a little bit. Joe Biden did not go down too much here. Let's go ahead and look at some 538 election polls here. And you'll see how Joe Biden went down a little bit. So Donald Trump's approval rating still pretty much the same, but if we look here, Georgia, Trump has a 30% lead. Trump has a 1% lead in the state of Georgia as well. Wisconsin, Pennsylvania is tightening up. It's only 2% now. North Carolina 3%, Michigan 4%, Florida, Joe Biden by 3%, and then Arizona is tightening up as well. But yeah, that is basically, the recent polls that came out. Let's check what 538. So Biden has gone down a little bit more on 538. He has gone down to an 8.2% lead. He was at 9.3 yesterday. So Joe Biden did go down a little bit last night, but not too much. Now we're going to look at Real Clear Politics, and we'll look at the recent polls. So as you can see, Joe Biden went down a little bit. So this ABC poll, Biden by 10, Fox News, Biden by 8, The Hill, Biden by 7, Harris, Biden by 10, CNBC, Biden by 9, Rasmussen, this new Republican poll, has Biden by 6, and YouGov, Biden by 9. But Real Quick Politics, again, they brought Biden down to 9.4. So, yeah. So let's look at July 28th to July 29th, because that was the change that occurred. So, yeah, it's not working for some reason, but as you can see, Biden did go down a little bit. Let's look at their predictions. Still, Real Clear Politics have the same prediction. That those polls did not change their mind too much. So, this is, not a big deal that Biden went down a little bit. There was a couple polls that came out that had him tied in Arizona. But, the lead just tightened a little bit. Trump has a lead in Georgia. He'll probably be able to take that. But things are tightening up in battleground states. As far as the nationwide poll, Biden still has a pretty decent lead. But as far as the battleground states, things are definitely tightening up in the battleground states. Because really the battleground states matter more than the nationwide poll. So yeah, let's look now at some more 2020 election polls. Take a look at some more here. So 270 to win. We'll look at that. 270 to win has Biden with an 8% lead. Arizona, Biden by 4%. Florida, Biden by 6%. So the concerning poll right now that was concerning for the Democrats was the nationwide, where Biden went down 1%, and then this Georgia poll where Trump currently leads by 1%. And then this North Carolina poll, Biden leads by 2, but really, that was the most concerning poll right there, was where Georgia is now tied. So yeah, that was really the most concerning poll for the Democrats and Joe Biden. But everything else is pretty good, and then the nationwide poll too. But yeah, Georgia was really the most concerning poll for the for Joe Biden and the Democrats. But the other polls, are still looking pretty good. But Joe Biden could eventually, go down to the 7. But things are still looking good for Joe Biden right now, as far as the polls. All of them, you have Joe Biden winning by a pretty big margin right now. But things can definitely still change. So that's basically going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later tonight.